Friends and subscribers, welcome to the usual cricket happening show with your host Ram. Well, on this cricket happening show, the one that we are looking at is the third day's play between Pakistan and Bangladesh. Well, Pakistan certainly strengthened their position by taking a 205 runs lead in the first innings, and they are still going strong at 537 for 5. And as far as this monumental total is concerned, on the second day, it was thanks in the main to Mohammad Hafeez, who never has hit a double century in Test cricket, but today was the day where he scored his maiden double century. What a knock that was. In fact, it was a wonderful knock. It was well crafted, and he finished with 224 runs to his name. I said Pakistan sitting pretty, dictating terms to Bangladesh by taking a 205 runs lead in the first innings of the first Test match. So I'll be talking about that. And then the Indian Premier League 2015. Well, this was a match which was sweet revenge for Kolkata Knight Riders. As you know, the other day Chennai Super Kings made 134 and Kolkata Knight Riders lost their way, playing in headless fashion and losing the match. But today they definitely didn't miss out on it, and they had sweet revenge on the Chennai Super Kings as they won this match in a very, very convincing manner by 7 wickets, with Robin Uthappa and Andre Russell leading the way from the front with a very, very punishing partnership. But yes, the match went all the way down to the penultimate ball and they got the victory. But well, in the end, the victory mattered, and Chennai Super Kings lost this match to Kolkata Knight Riders by 7 wickets. We'll come back to that. But first, let me recount the tale on the third day's play, where, as we know, Pakistan, as I said, they put up a good display yesterday with the bat, ball and the field, and now today they strengthened their chances in this first test by taking a 205 runs lead. They started off on their overnight score with Azhar Ali and Mohammad Hafeez in the middle. Well, both, as I said, the pitch had absolutely nothing whether the new ball was taken, but it didn't have any effect on the Pakistan batsmen, as both really started chiseled together a very, very fine partnership where 227 runs were added for the second wicket, and Azhar Ali, after making 83, was dismissed by Shaukat Ahum, as Shaukat Ahum got a ball which actually snaked through the defences of an impregnable Azhar Ali, and he was gone. The first wicket to go, bowled by Shaukat Ahum for 83 with 4 fours and 1 6. At the other end, Mohammad Hafeez was displaying his rich array of strokes, and he was really, I would say, probably determined that he wanted to stay in the middle as long as possible, and that's what he precisely did. So once he departed, it was Yunus Khan into the center. We saw Yunus Khan flowing into his beautiful cover drives, and the partnership between he and Hafeez added, they took the score from 277 for 2 to 339. So that will give you an indication that was 62-run partnership between Yunus Khan and Mohammad Hafeez. And Yunus Khan, well, he was doing a fine job, and he definitely had his struggles against the left-arm spinner Tajul Islam, who was the most successful bowler today, and he was the only one who could make a certain impression on this particular Pakistan innings, as what he did is he produced a beauty of a delivery. Now that is something that Yunus Khan would have never expected. The ball was actually pitched on the middle stump, and Yunus Khan, going on the forward defense, was beaten by it, and the ball actually went on to shave off the off bail, and Yunus Khan was really perplexed as he saw that Tajul Islam had produced a fine delivery to actually get the wicket of Yunus Khan. Yunus Khan was gone, bowled Tajul Islam for 33 with 4 boundaries, which made the score 339 for 3. And then partnerships were not something which was lacking at all for Pakistan, and because Mohammad Hafeez was at the other end, and the player who joined him was the captain of the team, Misbah. It was Misbah-ul Haq who came in to join Mohammad Hafeez, who was well entrenched at the crease. Mohammad Hafeez went on to score. As I said, he has missed a double century in the past, against New Zealand too, he missed it. But today, Mohammad Hafeez made sure that he is not going to miss upon a double century, and he celebrated it with some sixes too. And what a maiden double century! His maiden double century here. Mohammad Hafeez contributed 224, and that partnership between Misbah-ul-Haq and Mohammad Hafeez realized another valuable, I would say, 63 odd runs. But then Mohammad Hafeez, after playing a very good knock, taking full advantage of this very easy pitch that was rolled in for Pakistan, he made 224 as he departed, caught by Mahmudullah off the bowling of Shogat Ahom for 224 with 23 fours and 3 sixes, which made and he had taken the Pakistan score past the 400 mark at 402 for 4. Now Misbah-ul-Haq was joined in by Asad Shafiq. Now Asad Shafiq also, we know that he's a very good stroke maker. Misbah-ul-Haq started off in some aggressive fashion by climbing down the wicket and lofting the spinners for sixes, and he also hit some good boundaries. And then it was another partnership. So Bangladesh were definitely kept in the field for quite a long time, and they were frustrated because every time they took a wicket, they never got a reward, as the partnership was something which kept on coming. Now this was another partnership of 66 odd runs between Misbah-ul-Haq and Asad Shafiq, and finally when this partnership had taken the Pakistan score to 468, they lost the wicket of Misbah-ul-Haq, as Misbah-ul-Haq trying to probably play Tajul Islam was gone, caught Rubel Hussain for 59 of the left-arm spinner, 4 fours and 2 sixes, and that heralded the entry in a very tailor-made situation for this player, and it is none other than the wicketkeeper batsman Sarfraz Ahmed who entered the scene, and suddenly he really started turning the I would say he started training his willow on the Bangladeshi bowlers in a very severe manner, as he started hitting boundaries and sixes, and he was also fleet of foot. We also saw some very effective running behind the wickets, as both these players, young players, and also very quick between the wickets, both of them were running their singles, taking the twos, also hammering fours. Sarfraz Ahmed was also going aerial, and this partnership which took them towards close of play at a very massive 537 for 5 at close of play on the third day of this first test match against Bangladesh, with Asad Shafiq remaining not out on 51 with 5 boundaries, Sarfraz Ahmed on an entertaining unbeaten 51 of 54 balls with 3 fours and 2 sixes, and Pakistan had taken a 205 runs lead in the first innings. As I said, the bowling, well, it was looking toothless because it was very difficult. As I said, however, still one couldn't see. As I said, there was only one bowler that one could talk about, and that was Tajul Islam. 36 overs, 3 maidens, 116 runs and 3 wickets with his fine left-arm spin bowling. Shogat Ahom also, I thought, bowled well. 32 overs, 1 maiden, 112 runs and 2 wickets. The pace bowlers were never able to do anything on this pitch. Rubel Hussain, 22 overs, 3 maidens, 2, none for 82. Mohammad Shahid on his debut, 17 overs, 4 maidens, none for 51, not making any impression. Shakib Al Hasan also toiled hard. In fact, spinners were the ones who bowled the maximum, but definitely couldn't get much out of the wicket. Shakib Al Hasan, 31 overs, 3 maidens, 122 runs for no wicket. Mahmudullah, 4 overs, none for 30. Soumya Sakal, 1 over for 2 runs that he bowled yesterday. And Mominul today bowled 4 overs more after bowling 1 over yesterday. 5 overs, no maiden, none for 13. And as I said, Pakistan were sitting in the driver's seat going into the close of play on the third day. And I'm sure they're going to dictate the proceedings here on the fourth day itself, because as you know, the pitch is playing very easy. There's nothing in the pitch. Asad Shafiq and Sarfraz Ahmed are fully entrenched in the crease now, and tomorrow they'll be starting on the morrow, and I'm sure we are going to see some fireworks coming in from the Pakistan, because they realize there are only 2 days. If at all they want to force a result, that the time for them is to hammer some quick runs before lunch and take this, swell the lead past the 300 mark, and then and probably they might play till tea time, and then probably put the Bangladeshis in in the second innings and see to it whether they have an opportunity to bowl out the Bangladeshis. So that is going to be a pretty interesting scenario which would be fanning out tomorrow at the Sheikh Abu Nasser Stadium here in Khulna. Well, dear fans and subscribers, that is as far as that match is concerned. Now let's get on to the Indian Premier League 2015. As I said, today's clash was a very important clash for Kolkata Knight Riders in particular. The other day, they missed upon a wonderful opportunity to defeat Chennai Super Kings, even after restricting them to 134. But today, they were not to miss out on this, as it was Chennai Super Kings who took full first strike, with Kolkata Knight Riders having this habit in this IPL 2015 of always inserting the opposition first and winning the match, and that's what precisely happened. They inserted the Chennai Super Kings into bat here at the Eden Gardens in Kolkata on their home ground. The pitch was looking good, and there was a real crowd absolutely swelling with pride, one could say. And then Chennai Super Kings started off with Dwayne Smith and Brendan McCullum, but today for the first time we saw that with the very first delivery it was a very great start as far as the Kolkata Knight Riders were concerned, as Patrick Cummins picked up the wicket of Dwayne Smith. But what a catch! I mean, a stunner of a catch. The very first ball was a real, I would say, was a wonderful spectacle for all the spectators there at the Eden Gardens in Kolkata. When Chennai Super Kings came into bat, the very first delivery of the Chennai Super Kings innings, which was delivered by the pacey Patrick Cummins, it was an electric shot from Dwayne Smith, I would say, probably piercing through the point region. But what a catch from Ryan Ten Dorscat. In fact, he dived full length, stretched himself, and plucked the ball out of thin air to send Dwayne Smith on the way back to the pavilion on the very first ball of the innings. And Dwayne Smith went, caught Ryan Ten Dorscat, bowled Cummins for naught, and they were 0 for 1. Well, then we saw Brendan McCullum in the middle along with Suresh Raina. And Brendan McCullum, as you know, he's one person who is never looks at the situation. He knows only one way to play, and that is to really shatter the bowling morale of the bowlers, and that's what he precisely did. In fact, Brendan McCullum, it didn't matter. He started hammering boundaries. He started hammering boundaries and sixes, and absolute will there. And Brendan McCullum was roaring like a lion. Patrick Cummins and Umesh Yadav were suffering from the blade of Brendan McCullum. And then finally there was reward as Brad Hogg was brought into the picture. As you know, Sunil Narine was not playing today, and for Chennai Super Kings there was no Ravichandran Ashwin. So it was absolutely equal, one could say. It was a very equal battle. And then Brendan McCullum, after playing a marauding innings of 32 of just 12 deliveries with 3 fours and 3 sixes, was a goner, as Brad Hogg put an end to all the big hitting that was going on from Brendan McCullum's bat, as he trapped him LBW in front of the stumps. And what a relief for the Kolkata Knight Riders as they saw the back of Brendan McCullum bowled, LBW bowled Hogg for 32 with 3 fours and 3 sixes. After that, there was real sanity to the proceedings. Before Brendan McCullum was out, Suresh Raina was gone to the bowling of Umesh Yadav for 8 of 10 balls with 2 fours, and then du Plessis contributing 20 of it was a pretty quick 20 from du Plessis of 11 balls, and all the entire 20 runs was collected through 5 boundaries. So du Plessis was really on song. Dwayne Bravo was there, but Mahendra Singh Dhoni definitely struggling in this IPL 2015, as Mahendra Singh Dhoni was clean bowled by Chawla. Now we rarely see Mahendra Singh Dhoni getting clean bowled. Now this is not a sign of anything, because whether this is a sign of Dhoni losing his reflexes, one does not know. He has been struggling in this IPL 2015, and today was no different, as Mahendra Singh Dhoni, very rarely one could see Mahendra Singh Dhoni getting bowled, but today it was the case, as Piyush Chawla clean bowled him for 1, which made the score 72 for 5, and Chennai Super Kings were definitely into some trouble. And then they needed someone to really stay there, and that came in the form of Dwayne Bravo and Ravindra Jadeja, who slowly, in a very collected manner, started collecting runs and started pushing the score towards 129. They had to really grind. I mean, they had to really play according to the needs of the game. Well, they did everything, and the contribution from Bravo was 30 of 32 balls with 4 fours. Jadeja contributing 24 of 30 balls with 1 4 and 1 6. And Praveen P. Negi playing today really hammered 4 fours and 1 6 in a very sweet knock of 27 of 13 deliveries. But he was clean bowled by Hogg. And after that, well, it was the tail enders. Mohit Sharma was out to Russell for naught. And finally, the Chennai Super Kings innings was kept at 165 for 9 of their 20 overs. The bowling, Cummins was a bit costly, 4 overs costing him 55, especially Brendan McCullum really hammering him to all parts of the ground. Umesh Yadav 2 overs 1 for 16. Chawla was impressive, 1 for 21. Hogg was the most impressive, even though if you look at his bowling chart, he gave away 29 runs. It didn't really matter because he picked up 4 good wickets there. And Brad Hogg definitely making up for the absence of Sunil Narine there by picking up some very good wickets. 4 wickets for 29 runs, and also picked up the prize wicket of Brendan McCullum. Yusuf Pathan 2 overs no maiden, none for 11, and Andre Russell 4 overs no maiden, 2 for 20. Now 165, Kolkata Knight Riders were set a target of 166 runs to actually win the match. It all started with Robin Uthappa and Gambhir. Gambhir was really in some fine form because he sent Ashish Nehra over the fence and also Mohit Sharma, and suddenly the Gautam Gambhir was the one who was the aggressor there, and Robin Uthappa, who was in good form after the previous game on that day, and Robin Uthappa and Gambhir had notched up 33 runs in just 26 balls. But then Gambhir, after playing a good innings of 16 deliveries with 2 sixes, was the first victim, as he was caught by More, who was playing today for the Chennai Super Kings in his first game. He was gone for 19. And after that, Pandey fell to Negi, caught Jadeja, bowled Negi for 3, and Surya Kumar Yadav, who came in as number 2, failed today, as he was caught by Bravo of the bowling of More for 2, and that made it 57 for 3. So after getting a good start with the openers, suddenly the Kolkata Knight Riders were really struggling at 57 for 3. But the good thing was that Robin Uthappa was there at the crease, and he was doing a fine job of really playing some good strokes, and he was also looking in good nick. And that was the time when, now what Kolkata Knight Riders did is that they didn't waste any time. They realized that Andre Russell has to be given a long time at the crease, and today they decided to promote Andre Russell in the batting order, as Andre Russell walked in to join Robin Uthappa. And Robin Uthappa and Andre Russell, well, what they did, as Andre Russell, you know, he has the brute power to send the ball over the fence and into the fence. So there was it was a sort of a combination which was a power pack combination, because Robin Uthappa was also stroking the ball freely and fluently, and Robin Uthappa and Andre Russell took charge from the 10th over and saw to it that Kolkata Knight Riders won't be suffering any further mishap. Not only that, they also ensured that Kolkata Knight Riders will definitely win the match, as they did it in a very methodical fashion, by not taking very big risks, but definitely doing what was expected of them. As I said, Andre Russell showing his brute force in his unbeaten knock of 55 of 32 deliveries with 4 fours and 4 sixes, and Robin Uthappa also playing some beautiful strokes to finish on a very good unbeaten 80 runs of just 58 deliveries with 7 fours and 1 6, and both had taken the score. They came when the score was 57 for 3 when Andre Russell joined Robin Uthappa, and the net result was that it was a partnership which added 112 runs in the balance, almost we could say 10 overs. So it was pretty good batting from both, and one really both deserve real kudos to doing so. They did it in a very methodical fashion, and in the penultimate ball, the winning hit was a leg bye. There was a leg bye which actually brought the match to an end, with Kolkata Knight Riders winning the match by 7 wickets and exacting sweet revenge on Chennai Super Kings. Now the bowling, Mohit Sharma, 4 overs no maiden, 1 for 22. Ashish Nehra, 4 overs today, came in for some severe beating, 4 overs none for 36. Negi was impressive, 1 for 23. More playing his first game, 3.5 overs no maiden, 1 for 31. Ravindra Jadeja bowled 2 overs for 25. Bravo 2 overs went for 27. Andre Russell of Kolkata Knight Riders was named man of the match for his brilliant batting, and he also took some wickets, so that's the precise reason he got the nod ahead of Robin Uthappa. But full credit to Robin Uthappa and Andre Russell to take Kolkata Knight Riders to a magnificent victory here against the Chennai Super Kings. Well, dear fans, friends and subscribers, that really puts an end to this cricket happening show of mine today. Tomorrow would be the 4th day's play in the Pakistan versus Bangladesh first test match, and also we have the Indian Premier League. There are 2 matches which are coming up. As far as the fixtures are concerned, well, I don't have the table in front of me right now. Well, I can really check and see whether yes, it's Daredevils taking on the Kings 11 Punjab tomorrow, and we also have Mumbai Indians taking on the Rajasthan Royals. So till such time, I'll see you tomorrow on the Cricket Happening show. It's goodbye from your host Ram Studios. Thank you.